All right. So back to the Bigfoot Chronicles. Everybody in the casino got some car right there. Got a new casino. Gonna be ready in 2020. Okay, but back to the Bigfoot Chronicles, part 2. So, after the investigation of the tree and all that, we didn't find nothing. So, I'm looking for hairs and everything. Okay, so 2 weeks later, we go to this mountaintop, the whole crew, and we went to there. It was so beautiful. And when we went there, it was snow all on top of the mountains and everything. So the shit was really nice. So everybody's going back down to camp. You know, sun's about to start setting. So I told my C1, I'm gonna stay with Victor and Jason for a minute because they want to stay up here and watch the sunset and see the stars and stay out there for the night. So I thought that was cool, but I ain't that burly right now, so I wasn't trying to do all that. But what happened was as we was hold on, let me get on this bus. I'm trying to get on this bus. My transfer just expired like 38, you know what I'm saying? It's like 5 minutes or whatever away, but hold on, let me get on the bus real quick. Go ahead, man. It's fine.
Bus serves.
Yeah. Always be a gentleman and let all women on the bus first. If I don't see a dude do that, then he can get punched on the bus. Sir, excuse me, sir. My transfer just expired. I'm just trying to get from the to the city. Right on, man. Thank you. Okay, so now check this out.
You gotta come out of the stairwell. Jump in that stairwell.
So when I looked at Jason, I'm like, Jason, what the hell's wrong, man? And Jason, mind you, looked like a big buff Shaggy on Scooby-Doo. So Jason is scared as hell, and I'm like, wondering what's wrong with Jason. So when I looked at Jason, he was white as a ghost. And I said, hey, Jason. So he still wasn't responding after like about a few seconds of that. Well, when I looked up about 1 o'clock, I seen the Bigfoot looking at us, and I kind of just froze myself. But the Bigfoot was looking at us, and when he was looking at us, dude was like looking at us like, you know, he might have been about 60 yards away from us. But when dude start looking at us, man, do you know? I felt like Jason. I didn't say nothing. But you know, see, I'm a black man, so you know, I came to my senses, you know, after a few seconds, man. You know, like, hey, man, you know, we gonna get rowdy out here up on these mountaintops, man. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm trying to tell Jason, hey, man, you know what I'm saying? Hey, because he's stuck behind this little tree that's smaller than him. So, you know, I ain't gonna lie, you know what I'm saying? I was behind Jason for like about 2 minutes. So I just said, man, fuck this shit, man. Me and Bigfoot gonna be fighting first. I don't care what Jason gotta do now. I don't, you know, you pack me up in the corner, I'm gonna start snapping. So you know, I looked out and I didn't see the Bigfoot gone. So I'm like, wow, Jason. So Jason's still in the shot. So here comes Victor. Victor comes up, and Victor, you know, he's from Seattle, so you know, he's kind of like, you know, into that kind of thing. You know, he's you know, mountain man and shit. So you know, Victor comes out with wood, like, hey guys, hey, I got some wood, and I'm like, hey man, we're going back to the camp, man. We just seen a Bigfoot, but he doesn't understand because I'm black, so he's trying to ask Jason. So he's like, Jason. Victor's like, Jason, what's going on? Jason can't talk because Jason, so he'd never seen. Jason's from Maine too, so you know, I would thought he was at least mountain enough, but he was in shock. He couldn't talk. So I tell you what, I told those dudes like twice. I said, hey man, look, is y'all coming down the mountain with me or what? Hey man, are you guys coming down the mountain with me or what? I ain't gonna say it 3 times. Pew, I'm gone, man. Do you know I ran down that mountain like King Kong himself? Okay. Wish a motherfucker was on the back, on the switchback ready, because you're getting tossed off. All right, so then I got to the camp. Didn't tell Doug or nobody. Didn't tell my C1. So next morning they came back. First thing in the morning, Jason comes to my tent. 6 something in the morning, and I'm like, wow, okay, what's happening? He goes, Ron, can I tell you something? I said, yeah. He goes, don't tell Doug, man. I said, all right.
Approaching Sahara.
He said,
for Sahara Express.
after you left, we didn't put our tent up because, you know, we figured the thing would come back, so we, you know, have the sleeping bags out. I said, okay, cool. He said, okay, well, about 3 o'clock in the morning, the thing came back. And when it came back, it walked around us for like 5 minutes. Okay, it walked around us, and we didn't have our, you know, our tent up. So I'm asking Victor, I'm like, Victor, is that you? And Victor's like, nope, that's not me. So then when we woke up, we seen the footprints. So I said, okay, all right, check this out. This is what you do. Go tell Doug right now. You better tell Doug, because if you don't tell Doug, I'm going to tell Doug right now. So Jason had no choice, so he went to tell Doug. I went with him. So we say, Doug, man, look, Jason, man, he said they saw Bigfoot. You know, I seen the Bigfoot when we left, all that. So he had to call his boss. So when she came, she was thorough. So she was like, okay, holla. We went all the way up to the mountain. I ain't going up to that mountain again. So they went all the way up to the mountain, took pictures. Now they got to go back to the station and write documents. Okay, so I'm riding with that one. Guess what you find when you go to the station? It's a big green book with a big golden seal on it, California golden seal. Okay, you know, it's a California thing, man. You know what I'm saying? Big golden California seal. You open that book up, and I start reading things because I like to read. So I start reading things like what was the reports in the past before this report that we have to make. Oh, guess what? This book is this thick, full of nothing but reports of the same thing. And guess what they both are? 1 and 2 things. UFOs, Bigfoot, UFO, Bigfoot. And that's just in one book. So more than likely, if you go to any forest ranger station in California and ask to look at their book, you're going to see these kind of reports. Of course, the news doesn't want to talk about these things, but these things have to be written down when you're in the forest and things, okay? Because it's federal land, so it has to be documented, okay? That's one of the jobs. You have to document these things. Anybody has any problems, search and rescue, any kind of things, you know, that's what we specialize in. So, you know, it's what you call a procedure. So, you know, my thing is this. I'm trying to figure out why nobody can't find a Bigfoot. And I think I got the answer, because they're so loud they don't know how to bring a motherfucker to them. They too busy scaring motherfuckers off. They giving their position up. So, you know, it's unfortunate, but I guarantee you, when I get my Bigfoot show, I'm gonna kill one. I'm gonna kill a Bigfoot, and when I kill it, I'm gonna get some money for that, because you guys ain't never seen a Bigfoot, okay? And this is just the second chronicle. I ain't even told you about the Bigfoots yet, okay? I'm just telling you this one incident, all right? So let's just go at this. I'm gonna let everybody get their rest. It's after 1 in the morning. I know everybody been drinking in Las Vegas and trying to get to the house, so I'm just gonna leave it like that. YouTube, y'all, you know what I'm saying? Stay tuned on the next video I come with, because you might shit your drawers when you hear this story. All right, y'all, have a good day. Peace.